opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollock from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Simon. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Handoff from the gun.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, go get positive yardage.
His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. And they'll down this just inside the 35-yard line.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field, and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner and not just get the tackle, but create the takeaway? That is a massive play on special teams.
He's got an open man. He's into the open down the middle. Touchdown, Clemson. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, 1 snap, put it in the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Simon. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, as they punted away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Hammers this way across the 10, picks up 4 to the 11.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. It's Woods. Dumps it to the back. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on MK if they can stop him on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. one away. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? And after that putt, that's where they'll mark it. It'll be just inside the 35-yard line.
And these punt returners want to make big plays, but man, oh man, did he make a big mistake. Flipping the field position, defense flying in on him, and he did not secure the football in that play.
Extending the play. He'll pull it down and run. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Snaps it in the shotgun. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Really nice play there catching the pass. And I'll tell you, it's not easy to get on the field these days at Clemson if you're a wideout. Because of the success they've had recruiting and all the NFL talent they've had outside at the position, getting on the field and competing is no simple task. It's not easy to do, but this guy has everything you look for. He is built to succeed, not just at the college level. I think this guy's got an opportunity on Sundays, too.
Yeah, that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
Yeah, I might go back to that one and call that one again. It worked so well.
Looking to throw on first down. Flips it out in the flat. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the fourth quarter.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Wants to go up top. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Touchdown, Tiger! Quick strike through the air for the score.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field with the windows closed so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
He'll bring it out. It's Simon. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Follows a good block there, picks up 3s out to the 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And the Canes line up to punt it away. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. The ball is going to be downed at the 35.
And these punt returners only get so many opportunities to try to make plays, and do they want to make them? So much space back there when you punt them the football. But the thing is, look at all these guys flying down the field. All the speed on the field for that punt coverage team. And you can tell they caught up with them to force the fumble.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Wants to fire on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They drag him down, but not before he picks up a Clemson first down.
Man, and we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
Turning it on. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for the...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. They'll stop him at the 37, and the defense comes up with a big pick.
Well, everything was going so well for this team early here in this game, and now all of a sudden they get a critical mistake. And you know how college football, David, is about momentum. What is their defense going to be able to do here now when they take the field?
You're right, man. The momentum swings so fast, and now this defense's job is to go out and stop it, right? Like, we made a mistake. You huddle the guys up, sudden change. Be aware they might take a shot down the field, but let's grab the momentum right back.
And the Hurricanes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Woods. They go to the wide receiver screen. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that.
Breaks into the open. Pass to Sticks, and he may get more. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Coming out with it, it's Worthy. He's got great speed. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. Opening play of the drive from the 39. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Oh, he wants it all. Makes the grab inside the 30. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
And man, it has got to be so rewarding as an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call. And that's exactly what we saw there. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot, and it led to a wide-open receiver.
Looking for space. It's Westbrook. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You know, you're in the red zone. You bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting a run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
To the ground with the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Well, we knew coming into tonight they were going to try to find this guy throwing the ball. I had no idea it was going to be this successful this early. Guys, he's closing in on 100 receiving yards. We're not...
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Trying to barge their way in. Touchdown, Tigers! Great job by the back on the option. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Here he comes. This is a gamble. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
No matter who's been leading the program, Miami always wants to be able to run the ball with some physicality.
Yeah, it starts everything. The line of scrimmage starts everything. That attitude starts everything. And the U is known for attitude. And when they play physical, they've got great teams.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking for a man. It's Woods. Working that left side now. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Canes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
And not much running room. He had to break a tackle and still break another tackle to try to get back to the line of scrimmage. Not good blocking on the ground.
But that's what coaches always emphasize, too. Never assume a teammate's going to make the tackle. You run to the ball, and they did it there.
Well, 100%, especially guys that are so big and strong and elusive nowadays. They're going to break tackles. Keep swarming, keep hitting them. Next guy, don't assume the tackle's going to be there.
The Hurricanes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, third and short, I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer, but the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up, something easy you know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. From the gun, give on the inside. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
It was a really nice play there. The thing I like about this guy, too, his versatility. He's not just good running the ball, but he can catch and he can block. And you think about all the greats they've had at the position in recent years. Versatility at the running back position, being an every down back. And that's exactly what this guy embodies.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week, he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Looking left. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Down to the 36-yard line and some nifty moves to try to make a big play on the interception.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Motion from the wide receiver. They're going back to the ground. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
It's complete to the left. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Hey, nice job by the QB. It's third down. It's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
And the Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Iptay if they can stop him on third down. He's got his man across the middle. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Bring in the heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Time to take a shot. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Well, he's making it look easy out there snagging that pass. Sammy Watkins, Mike Williams, T. Higgins. Great Clemson receivers in recent years. These guys just got open. They found a way with their speed and their route running ability. It's a lot of what this guy does here, too. He makes it easy on his quarterback.
Runs through the tackle. And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Lets it fly. He's got it. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense.
Touchdown, Tigers! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And here he comes out of the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Back to throw, it's Woods. They'll run the screen, and they pick up just a few on that completion. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Leaves it with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Quick strike complete. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Move those chains without a hitch. Well, actually, with a hitch, but you get the point.
I like that. Nicely done. The defense probably should have understood the ball was coming out quick, something like a hitch, a slant, a screen, something fast. They didn't. QB gets it on the money. Receiver gets the extra yards. Easy pitch and catch for the 1st down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Still running at the 40. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to throw. It's Woods. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
And the Canes will have it 1st and 10.
And a great play design here in this type of situation. Obviously, trailing, you're trying to put something up on the scoreboard and just using the sideline, using the boundary, getting the ball out of bounds and stopping.
All right, that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
This time it's complete. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Caught over the middle. It's Simon. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to throw on third down. Hauls it in. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Hurricanes will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Worthy. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Trying play action. Finds his man. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Makes it past the marker. There he goes. Touchdown, Clemson. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
He'll bring it out. It's Simon. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Looking to throw, it's Woods. Fires to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. They'll run it from the gun. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And you want to talk about gang tackling, everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run.
Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Clemson. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Simon. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Sets up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense.
Oh, that's going to be a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David, the offense. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. They have it at the 43, third and short, trying to avoid making a decision on fourth down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. The Tigers are on the move. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key.
And it's caught! Touchdown, Tiger! This dude is putting on a show, taking up residence in the end zone by the air and by the ground, in keeping with what Clemson looks for in a quarterback.
Man, this is unbelievable. I mean, you've seen so many great guys run through, and Clemson majors in quarterbacks that can throw, can run, and really be dynamic. And this guy is having himself a day.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. throw, it's Woods. With the catch, it's Dobbs. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
The give to the back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Caught near the sticks. It's Dobbs. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage, and he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush, he didn't hurry, he took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
Hand off from the shotgun. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. The Canes line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. The play action fake. Firing to the right, complete. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's Woods. Swings it out to his running back. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Caught in the backfield, it's Dobbs. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. And make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field.
Going for the big play. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
And the defense finally stops him, right? He's had a heck of a day, and they're taking a shot down the field to him. And I think they've gone to their go-to guy because he's put up numbers, and he's been productive, and he's got that speed on the outside. Defense has definitely got an eye on him.
Turning it on! He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
From the gun, the running back has it. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a 1st down.
And that is another.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Moves. To the air on 1st down. Starting to feel a little pressure. right down the middle. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
From the gun, the ground game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Clemson now operating in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Complete to the left. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you can just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to...
Hauls it in, the first down and more. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here. Let's see what Clemson comes up with on 1st and goal. He'll keep it himself. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football.
Touchdown, Tigers! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? You can see it on the sideline. They built a comfortable 4th quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive points.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the 4th quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
It's great to think you're going to score every time you return it, but man, what a bad decision. He's down at the 6. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football on the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
To throw, it's Woods. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. And the Canes with the 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Pass to sticks and still on his feet. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
A huge gain. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and have a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, I'm going to need these runs. I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
Well, that was just like trying to run through a traffic jam. No place for the big fella to go.
Yeah, that's the whole key, Reese. You can't let the big fella get some steam. So you got to stop him in his tracks right away. The only way you do that is with penetration up front.
The sure hands. It's Dobbs. Snowed under by the defense. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
And the Canes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He's got his man, makes the grab. He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
Here we go.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Headed to the end zone. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
Here's the pressure. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. This is a big moment for this offense. You keep the ball this long, you have to finish the deal. 3rd and goal. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. UAB is getting cooked right now at home, and it's all over but the prime. A lopsided affair with miscues and missed tackles. They're trailing by 19 to SMU. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Breaks into the open. He's at the 50. Inside the 30. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out in the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. He did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
The short hands, it's Simon. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. The give to the big fullback. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead has ballooned like it has.
How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. You already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Here's a throw downfield late. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Woods. The throw. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. There he goes. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such